Click the link below for a 30-day free trial of Audible. Yo! Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with some more hot takes. So as per usual, typically with these hot take videos, I make a community post over on YouTube, and I also go into my Discord as well to see some popular and unpopular hot takes that you guys have over there. Y'all went absolutely crazy with this past community post. Dude, y'all got 500 likes and 193 comments, which is absolutely crazy. Oh man. So lots of free content for your boy, you know what I mean? But please, before we get into this video, make sure you like the video and subscribe. Also, I know there was some funkiness with YouTube notifications, so if there's any problems with your notification, please let me know. Yeah, let's go back to the video. On the road to 10K, woo! But before we start today's video, guys, please make sure you use code DAFFY10 at your next purchase at animeexpress.com. Please make sure that you get yourself something nice like a hoodie, a t-shirt, a Pokeball, or even like some anime-inspired lights, anything anime-related that you need. Please make sure you head on over there. Link will be in the description below. Please make sure you use my code. That is Daffy10. And yeah, let's get on to it. All right, coming in first, Naoya is a top tier villain. Hilarious, hateable, elevates whoever he shares screen time with, and like a lot of JJK characters, he does it with very little panel time. That's not necessarily a hot take. I don't think. I don't think that's a hot take. I think that's pretty well agreed upon, right? Like, Naoya is like up there with the likes of Mahito. Obviously, I don't think he's Sukuna level. We're not gonna cap, but I definitely love Mahito's presence in the story, man. Obviously, he has that meme of the CEO of misogyny and all that shit. Like, instead of talking about women's rights, talk about women's wrongs, like him reading the book and shit. But no, I definitely think that Naoya, especially his curse technique obviously pre-curse form is really, really cool as well. When he went into his curse form, he got a little less cool. His design, elite, top tier, love that elite. Love that, love his design there. But as far as like his actual projection sorcery, I think it was a lot cooler when he was a regular sorcerer. But then when you have then you have the actual background of his domain expansion and the fact that his actual domain looks like a uterus playing into the woman hate. It's really cool. Really like that. Random dude 2817. I liked Nobara's death, especially because of the whole wasted potential thing. Death isn't supposed to wait for your character development, and also broke the unspoken rule of the main trio never dies, thus increasing the stakes incredibly. I'd much rather have a character dies this soon because they tried too hard against the odds than a passive potential man who made it this far by sleeping and getting bullied nonstop. Dude, Megumi is not that bad. Let's stop. Let's stop the slander. Stop the slander. It's gotta stop. Megumi is a fine character. I'm not saying he's like amazing, super great, but I definitely think that he contributes to the story a lot. I'm very curious to see what's going to happen when Sukuna inevitably is exorcised from his body, because I'm 100% believing that we still have the merger to deal with. Again, we have not had that final arc announcement for JJK, and Gege said JJK is probably ending this year, most likely, because it won't be a Jump Festa. So we will see, but I do think that we have one last little go to go. But as far as Nobara's death, I understand what he's saying there. As far as like even like death in real life, it just comes suddenly, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it, right? I really do think that we just could have had more time with Nobara from a storytelling perspective. We could have just had more time with her. Again, I had a whole video talking about this recently. Please go make sure I'll check it out, by the way. But I don't know. I understand what you're saying here. I don't disagree 100%, but this is a lukewarm take. This is lukewarm. Codeine Crazy 786. Sukuna is one of the only few antagonists to go up against a gauntlet where everyone is at 100% and still come out on top. He definitely holds his ground as top 5 shonen foes of all time. This isn't up for discussion though. I feel like Sukuna has safely cemented his spot in top 5 status. Like, I feel like he's, is it crazy to say he's better than most Dragon Ball villains? I would say so. I prefer Sukuna over pretty much almost all the Dragon Ball villains. And this isn't to discredit Dragon Ball at all or anything like that. It's just like with Sukuna, and obviously I prefer the power system of JJK over Dragon Ball, as many butthurt Dragon Ball fans are going to be. Because I'm a Dragon Ball fan too at the end of the day. Dragon Ball still such a place in my heart, but is it crazy to say that I prefer JJK over it? Hey, listen, we all like things, we all dislike things, so I'm just gonna leave that there. But yeah, this isn't really up for discussion. Cold take. Void 2240. I want to see Uraume have a passionate kiss with Kari. Well, Uraume needs to have a passionate kiss with me first, so that's not happening. King Naruto for life. People overhate the crap out of My Hero Academia because it's cool to hate on My Hero due to a large portion of the fandom being degenerates. Okay, so here's the thing. When it comes to My Hero, there's plenty of things to criticize, in my opinion. And I will have a video talking specifically about its fight choreography, how it's kind of shit, later on. But when it comes to the fan base, obviously the fan base, any fan base is going to be deranged to an extent, right? Like we like in the JJK fandom, you have the crazy Gojo and Geto fangirls, right? And then over like Naruto, we have like the Naruto, the Sakura haters over at Naruto, and like all these different, like the Chainsaw Man degenerates, all these different things. Every fandom's going to have a dark side. My Hero, it's easily accessible to a younger audience. So you're gonna have a lot of quote unquote cringe, but I don't necessarily think that's inherently a bad thing. Now you do have your extremists, like the fucking Bakugo tampon incident. For all intents and purposes, Guizao, do not put that in the video. Do not put this in the video. Don't put that in the video. But yeah, man, I don't think My Hero's overhated. I certainly don't think it's one of the most popular shows in Japan as well and in the West. So I don't think it's overhated. Mr. Arcade 2504, Team Zenin's fight against Dagon is probably the most underrated fight in the series and deserved more recognition aside from Toji jumping in to save everybody. Was it really? I don't know, man. I like as soon as Dagon hit his domain, they started getting fucking waxed. And these Great Ones had to wait on Megumi to pop his domain. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, like they were doing a little bit of work against Dagon, like a little bit, but like even like Naobito got his fucking arm chopped off. Nanami lost his eye and everything. I don't know. It wasn't all that. Seeing projection sorcery for the first time was really cool. But even like Dagon himself didn't have anything like super crazy or like super interesting. It was just like the sea. You could like summon like piranhas and fish and all that. It's cool. It's fun. It's goofy. Dagon really didn't have anything special going on for him. Like the disaster curses, aside from like Mahito, were pretty basic. And again, they were introduced when JJK was in its infancy. And they are curses. They're not going to have as much like intricate techniques as we're used to now currently. But yeah. We have the Phil Orito show. Maki smoking the whole Zenin clan doesn't get anywhere near enough love because it was sandwiched in between mid-killing game fights. Oh, yes, an actual hot take. Thank you, sir. So what? Maki was immediately after the Itadori extermination arc, was it not? Which, I mean, introducing Yuta into the story, I think certainly worked out. What was after this? So this was right before Hikari's introduction to the series. So objectively, this is wrong because the culling game doesn't officially start. But I do feel like Maki's extermination of the Zenin clan does get overlooked, probably because Gege was intensely sick at the time. So with the original distribution of this chapter, it did have that like kind of like it was just unfinished, which I actually do hope in the anime adaptation they actually continue this to make it give us like sick, demented, kind of like almost like metal a feel to the scene. I think that'd be really cool to see. It may not be necessarily a good idea. It might remind Gege of a bad time in his life, so I can see them not doing that necessarily, but I if he's okay with it, I think it'd be really cool to add. Kagurabachi is unironically getting to be my most hyped shonen manga currently airing. Barring One Piece. Ooh. You almost got banned for that last part, but I'm gonna let you slide, brother. I'm gonna let you slide. But yeah, Kagurabachi, man. Yeah, again, I am glad to be one of the YouTubers that started really pushing it and trying to get people to get on it, man. Obviously, do I think I had anything to do with this volume sales? Absolutely not. But it's doing very well in terms of manga sales. They're just not doing enough reprints, so it's kind of suffering a little bit. But no, it's this weird spot where like tons of people overseas, including myself, are loving it. In Japan, it's doing okay-ish, but I think we're past Axe territory because with My Hero literally coming down to this last like 10-ish chapters and JJK wrapping up this year, Like I like Shonen Jump is gonna need some more gas in the tank. It's got Undead Unluck right now, which is fine-ish, but it's not everybody's cup of tea. It could be a little complex, so I don't know. But I definitely think Agarabachi is in a good spot right now. I'm definitely enjoying it. We have Ice. I have no idea how to say your name. Yuji is one of the best main characters out there in anime. The perfect shonen struggler character. He's good. Is he the best? Objectively, probably not. Is he like an Eren Yeager? No. Is he like a Naruto? Kind of. I put him on the same tier as Ichigo. Good, not like fantastic, great. And that could be a hot topic, or a hot take for some people. But I do think that he's good. Certainly not bad, but I think he's good. Solid 7 to 7.5. I still love Yuji though, but yeah, objectively, I don't think he's super great. We have Misha HSR. As much as I love Hikari, if we don't see him step in soon into the main battle with Sukuna, he deserves to get off screen. I mean, we know Hikari is gonna have his time to shine with Urabe here soon-ish. It's like that situation with Yoruichi and Kisuke with the 1,000-Year Blood War at the end of Bleach, the manga, right? Where you have their fight, and then actually the main fight is concluded with Yhwach, right? So I definitely think that we'll see Hikari sooner or later. I've been trying to predict when Gege is gonna shift the scene, because he's at like 12 different cliffhangers with Hikari's fight here. Like, I literally thought when that was released, I thought like that one like panel of Sukuna like about to fire it, I thought it was about to transfer to the next scene, which I guess would kind of upset some people, but I would like to see it. I'm still holding out fight for that. I'm still holding out hope for that fight, man. As much as I meme on Hikari. We have Trey 2080. Yorozu is a lot stronger than people think. This is objectively true. So Yorozu has the same problem that Jogo had, in the fact that Jogo fought literally two of the strongest sorcerers of the current and modern ages, and he just couldn't compete. Like, Yorozu was fighting a Sukuna that, yes, was self-nerfing himself, but was still very strong and very efficient with his use of 10 shadows. So I don't necessarily, Yorozu is top 10, maybe like top 12-ish. But a lot of people don't give her enough credit. And dude, a lot of these like top 10 lists make no fucking sense to me. We have Moo Slat 3599. Sukuna is in the same tier as villains like Frieza, Cell, Madara, Pain, and Aizen. He is a must-see TV literally every single time he's mentioned. His run Shibuya is the best or second best of the whole arc, and this has been Sukuna Kaisen since he took over Megami 60 chapters ago. This is, dude, this is what I'm talking about. This is not a hot take, bro. This is ice cold. Like, I wholeheartedly agree. Like, what are we fighting about at this point? Like, obviously Sukuna has been ran a fucking gauntlet for a whole calendar year. What is there to talk about? What is there to discuss? I don't think so, bro. Do I like him more than Frieza? Yeah. Do I like him more than Cell? Yeah. Do I like him more than Pain? I don't know. I do like Nagato as a protagonist, or as an antagonist. I do. The paint designs are goated as well. I do. Aizen, he's up there. Same tier. Honestly, Aizen tier. Absolutely. I would put him in there. Yeah, I do. Again, cold take. Cold. Give me something hot. Man, give me something hot. Shinra is one of the best shonen MCs and severely underrated because people hear Fire Force and immediately start screaming about Tamaki's BS. So I actually started Fire Force like every bit of a year and a half ago. I need to get back on it, but I have been seeing a ton of clips about the Tamaki girl or whatever, all the fan service. I think that's a lot of reason why, that's part of the reason why a lot of people are turned off to it. Same thing with Undead Unluck. Like, the first 3-4 episodes is just fucking filled with fan service. And bro, I'm 24 years old. What the fuck do I need to be looking at this shit for? You know what I mean? It's just it's corny and it's annoying to see. So, but I'll start it eventually. I'll get back on it eventually. But I mean, here's the thing: is with the fan service, people are well within their right to not want to watch something because of it. So I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. We have Cheraniko. There should have been one more arc before Shibuya. That way we can build a little more JJK world and more time with the sorcerers, Todo, Kugasaki, and Mr. Nanami. Again, cold take. Whole take. This is factually true. Look at that video on my channel. I'll talk about the world building in JJK. I'm saying, like, we had the biggest thing, like, what, there was the detention center, and then we had the who was it, versus Mahito arc, and then the Kyoto school incident. Then we go immediately into hidden inventory. Then we have Shibuya. Like, we needed a little more time. A little more time. We could have used some more curse antagonists as well, and obviously we have the disaster curses, but Gojo kind of harassed them more or less, you know what I mean? But I don't know, I do miss having curse antagonists in the story, which is why I'm hoping that the merger will go through, because with the merger, hoping to see whatever design that it takes form as will be really interesting to see. So I'm very curious to see how the story will wrap up concerning curse energy. There's that theory that curse energy will be all but for naught and completely wiped out from the earth. But we'll see. We will see. Vino Vegan 7882. Shibuya's only hell is the pinnacle of JJK because people accused the series of being a Naruto ripoff up until then and were shocked to see it take such a sudden turn. Everything after Shibuya has been better and expanded the story much more, but people can't accept that because they are now used to what the story is trying to present and feel oversaturated with it. This is a hot take that I like. Again, do I agree? No. JJK, did it really ever get like Naruto allegations like that? I don't really think it did. You have the main trio, obviously, which is two boys and a girl. That's very typical, right? But in personality, none of them are really like. I mean, Naruto is kind of like a knucklehead, like kind of like Yuji. But even like in terms of like Naruto's skill set design, no, they're nothing similar at all. I mean, Megumi is like a bit like moody-ish. He's more quiet and reserved, kind of like Sasuke, but he's not like a fucking huge revenge mission or anything like that. And he doesn't like constantly butt heads with Yuji. I mean, they did it like what, one time because like Yuji wanted to obviously, you know, preserve the corpse of the one convict in the detention center incident, but that was it. Like I don't think so. And like Nobara is absolutely nothing like Sakura. She's just like a strong-headed girl, but I don't think that she's like everything else. I don't think she's like Sakura. I don't think so. Then we actually have the Gojo and Kakashi, you know, goofy white-haired sensei, and their designs are eerily similar. Yeah, blah blah blah. But no, I don't think so. I don't think so. Look at Naruto and Yuji's goals. Naruto wants to literally become Hokage and you know, become the strongest in the Hidden Leaf Village or whatever. And you know, he has a goal that he wants to attain. And what's Yuji's goal? To fucking die. So I don't think so. But yeah, I think that is where we will leave off this video. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe for more hot takes, man. I'm very curious to see what you guys say about this one. And yeah, it's Baby Boy Daffy, guys. I will see you in the next video. I expect more hot takes. I expect more hot takes. A lot of these were cold to lukewarm. Y'all better hop on it. All right, peace.